Excellent, and we are live. Big question is anyone actually there? I really hope so. We'll find out. Well, even if you're not there and you're watching this after that, hello, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. Guillermo is here. Thank God someone has actually shown up to Jurassic World Evolution 1. I know it's not 2 like Evo had, but we'll make do with it. And we are going to be making the very final part. This basically, I want this month to we'll try and completely build one final park on Isla Ticano's research facility. And hello, Herman, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to want all of your suggestions. I've already got one main idea sorted out, and you may have a hint of what I'm going to do if I go over here and just zoom in on this guy, who is sleeping in a preposterous way, I know, but we already have our first exhibit, and he will be getting a paddock soon enough, the little Liplorodon. However, for the time being, we need, I think, something a little more standard. So we're going to need to put in an exhibit here. And I'm thinking we'll go with the old classic of a... of course it's going to be... Actually, I don't mind doing that. So, I think if we do 1 and 2... And then... I think we'll go 1 and 2 and 3... And 1 and 2... Don't know how... is that... that's going to be quite small, isn't it? Oh, blimey, everyone's here. Sarcastically is here, Fuzzles is here, Salerno is here. Hello, everyone. Nice to see people have actually come, because I was quite concerned when I was waiting for things to start that no one was going to show up. Because it's Jurassic World Evolution 1 and no one is interested in that at the moment. There we go. Right, what we're going to do is curve these down to there. No, not like that. That was awful. That looks better. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Gonna double up a little bit here. Might create a little seating area with my own paths. So how are we all doing today? Have we had a good Sundays? Oh, Dino Army is here as well. Sarcastically is playing. I would like a small dinosaur exhibit for this one, maybe feathered. I don't have any feathered dinosaurs, Herman. Well, actually I do, kind of. And I haven't actually seen what it looks like now I've installed the new mod for it. So we could have a feathered dinosaur. That's good. I like that. Okay, my voice is super quiet. This is funny, Dino, because last video with Subnautica, you said my voice was too loud, and now it's super quiet. So, Dino, are you sure you're not just going deaf? No. There you go. It's fine. That's... yeah, that'll do. Right. So what did people think of the I'm curious to know what people have been thinking about all the recent Jurassic World Evolution 2 stuff. Like the what did people think of the San Diego bits that we've seen? Obviously, Evo posted quite a bit about it. I'm curious what people's thoughts are of what we've seen so far. I'm also assuming that the voice problem is not a problem anymore, Dino? Oh, crikey. That's now just suddenly jumped. I haven't been wanting to watch streams from anyone lately, but I'm going to try watching them again. I don't like it near as much as I thought I would, said French Toast. Interesting. I kind of understand what you mean, French Toast. I think it's very difficult to, I think it's difficult to have an opinion on it. When at the moment we haven't we haven't seen that much, and B, it just we haven't seen the others either. Now this is going to have carnivores in it, so we should probably think about safety. Okay. Yeah, like, as much as the Chaos Theory mode looks good, it definitely, yeah, once you get over the fact that, oh look, that's look at that really amazing amphitheater. Once you get past that, you do kind of phase out a bit, and it's like, okay, well, what else have we got? And the truth is that there doesn't seem to be much else at all. It's just another... it reminds me of Sanctuary, to be honest. The whole just build another dinosaur park. And... oh yeah, and that mess of a video with Ian, like Jeff Goldblum, okay, he can be funny, I accept, but that video was awful. It just didn't advertise the game very well. I think something that was a little more serious would have been better. Bear with me, I'm just getting my other PC, well, tablet PC started up so that I can watch the chat better, because the chat has a tendency not to update fast enough. So, 2 seconds. I think Chaos Mode is going to be a better addition than Challenge Mode ever was, because Challenge Mode was a tremendous waste of time. As I'm sure anyone who's watched my review of Jurassic World Evolution 1 will remember, I was very unimpressed with Challenge Mode. Unimpressed being a very light term for something that I described as awful and a waste of time and space and effort. Something that I would rather... Oh, come on, fencing. Honestly, why are you doing this to me? There again, that's better. I know the team seems very passionate about the Jurassic series as a whole, but the game could be so much more. Yeah, I think that's I agree with you there. The game really could be a lot more. What do people think they're going to do for Jurassic Park 3? I watched Evo's videos on it. I'm not convinced that we're just going to build a facility, because that's what we're going to do in campaign, and I don't think that they would repeat... I don't think they would repeat what we're doing in campaign in the challenge mode, because then we'd all just get bored of the campaign and such. Hello, Bluebird. So I think I don't see building a facility being part of Jurassic Park 3's Chaos Mode. I think... I don't know. I'm not sure what I think. I think it may end up just being that every single Chaos Mode is building a park. I honestly see that as poor. I think Evo is being optimistic in thinking it's going to be something other than that. But I suppose we'll find out. Excellent. I can now keep a better eye on the chat, because it's going to update in real time. Bluebird, this enclosure is going to be for a little carnivore. I'm not going to reveal which one yet, because I want it to be a bit of a surprise. Welcome to the stream, by the way. What about the what new species have we had confirmed? Myosaura, we had that confirmed. I'll be honest, that adds absolutely nothing. I'm like, woo, Myosaura's been added, hurrah! Like, was anyone actually desperate for Myosaurus to be in the game? I mean, it's ugly and rubbish in this game, and the model is probably going to be identical, so it's not going to look any better in 2. In fact, it's probably going to look worse in 2, because the way the skinning system is working, it looks like we're going to be quite restrictive in terms of pattern and coloration. So, not convinced that Maiasaura is going to earn any more friends. Sugo, yeah, the Sugo Mimus doesn't look very nice either, does it? Now. It does look a bit strange. What sort of a biome shall we have for our little carnivore? Suggestions in the comments. A forest? Says Herman. Don't know. The only problem with the forest is we're not going to have a tour or anything in here, so we kind of want something that people are going to be able to see through. Desert, says Blue. I think desert works better for this particular species of animal I'm bringing in. Marsh. We can do a marsh, I think, for the for our first herbivore. I think we'll do a marshy environment for that. There we go. Nice and done. Everyone is so hyped over Jurassic World Evolution 2 and pre-ordering it. I'm, to be honest, disappointed. What are you disappointed about, Herman? You're one of the first people I've heard actually say that they're disappointed with how it looks so far. Is there something specific that's got you annoyed? It's the first game, but with new biomes, ain't that much to be hyped about. I think it's difficult to be able to make that judgment at the moment. We haven't. How close it is to the first game, we can't really tell right now. I think there's definitely quite a lot of the first game in there. A lot of reused assets and stuff, but I think that's to be expected with a game like this. Rocks. Have you ever been to Norway? No, I've never actually been out the UK, Herman. Never been able to really afford it. traveling is mightily expensive. The family was never able to afford traveling. So, yeah, I've got some catching up to do when I can afford to travel. Of course, at the moment, with the great global lurgy that's still going on and everything, I'm not particularly desperate to travel at the moment. Canada is nice. I have heard that Canada is nice. Had a buddy who hailed from there, and yeah, he was always talking about how brilliant it was. I don't feel that this is a cactusy sort of desert. Let's say these. I think these are better trees. Actually, let's have like a bit of a. Yeah, I think that's all right. Stick a few other palms in. Just for some variation there. We don't have to be too heavy on the old. Hello, Neron. The stream has gone quite well so far. We're 20 minutes in and we still haven't got a dinosaur. We are getting there. Stick a couple of these rocks around. Some variation. And somewhere around here is there's the head. Where's the body? It's one of these, isn't it? There you are. Can't stay because I'm at work, but hey, Fletcher. Dane is not here, but I'm sure he appreciates you saying hey anyway, nerd guy. And compies still drown themselves. And compies still require massive helicopters to transport them as well. So, that I always thought was a bit preposterous too. Best foliage brush for desert environments is definitely the crag. Get plenty of dry looking bushes, which is good for a desert. Good. Stick a little bit more craggy foliage over here. Yeah, nice. Ready to go. Right, let's go and... Sorry, got pulled interest with evolution, missing Penna challenge with Carnos. What did I miss? Not very much. We were just about to produce our first dinosaur. Liopleurodon will have to wait for a moment. We'll potentially have a look at that in a minute. What we're going to do is where are they? Pristichampus. I've lost them. Ah, there they are. Nanucosaurus. It's had a new model, so apparently the feathers will look better. So we're gonna investigate this for ourselves. Talking a lot about Norway now, but just so you know, there's aloes and iguanodons there. I didn't know they'd found Allosaurus in Norway. I know, you know, iguanodons are pretty much everywhere these days. Oh, it's raining again. Our Liopleurodon has shifted. I feel like we need to move our Liopleurodon somewhere, just temporarily. It's just let's just create a very temporary exhibit for the Liopleurodon, just to get him out of the way. Is there already water under here? Yes, apparently so. Okay, that's fine. Just dump a feeder or two. There you go. And then we'll just trank him and shift him. Holding pen ahoy, indeed. And while that's going ahead, let's... Oh god, I am very much looking forward to the release multiple at once thing. Yeah, the feathers definitely look better on this one than they did in the original. It's a tiny little feathered T-Rex. Move our Liopleurodon to his temporary enclosure. Not sure on number 3. Number 3 looks a bit bright. Oh, I like number 4. Number 4 is very bright. Okay, I think number 5 and number... Very blue. Neuro, hello there. You're new, I haven't seen you about before. Welcome to the stream. The blue is nice in a very sort of gaudy way. Oh, I think that's probably one of the nice ones. Okay, so what I want to do is do some sexual dimorphism in this park. So let's go with 2 female and 2 male dinosaurs. So I think the female will go with the alpine, the number 6, because female skins can be a bit more bland. But what should we have for the male skins? I am quite a fan of the orange, but I'm quite a fan of the red as well. Oh, actually, the female skins could be 2 as well. What do people think for the female? 2 or 6? So the black or the white? I will leave it to. So females. Bluebird says the female skin should be the black. French Toast says the white. French Toast, yep, sarcastically says the white. I think we'll go with white. It will just it's just gonna stand out. Wannabe. I didn't notice that the skin is called Wannabe Polar Bear. Let's get the trucks going. Task received. Confirmed. Just so people can have a look at these. I'm loving this particular mod that turns the standard blue and red Jeeps into something approaching a hybrid of the classic Jeep design and the new Jeeps. I think that's pretty, and I have to say in the red they look fantastic. Right, we'll add the tasks to trank that guy. No problem. Do some shifting about. So number 6 we're keeping as our first female dinosaur. En route to pick up the asset. And number 2 was the black one, wasn't it? So we'll sell that. So what about the male skins? We need to pick a colour. Do we go with the blue, the green, the red, or the orange? The blue is very gaudy. The red and the green and the orange sarcastically says blue. French Toast says the blue. Asset requiring collection. I will give people a couple of moments. Assets in the air. So it looks like it's blue is going to be. Does anyone remember what the sauropod in Chaos Theory was called? Nope. Bluebird says blue. Okay, I think I'm detecting a theme here that the blue has won out. So that's Nanucosaurus number 4. Which is the rainforest pattern, actually. Good. Alright then. Blue it is for the males. Not sure how that works with a desert environment. And the others we will sell. Asset to be collected. Collecting asset. Dabba-dee dabba-die. Oh no! Sarcastically, no, you can't make that. That's not a joke to be. Liblorodon is sleeping, which I'm sure makes sense somehow. We could do with viewing gallery or viewing tower, maybe, because otherwise people, like, guests won't spawn into the park. So, wondering where we can put one. Maybe we could actually like make this. Actually, let's do something like this. Let's like combine. It's gonna look almost out of place, I think, because of the design of the top of the.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Yeah, it's not going to. It's not really going to look normal. And that just looks really out of place there. Suppose you could have it here, overlooking the don't know actually. Maybe there, maybe on the edge there. Maybe here. I'm actually going to go with the original idea and putting a viewing tower in here and just seeing what it looks like. And if we don't like it, we can always get rid of it. Something the footprint is going to be not too obvious. Let's try that. See how that looks. But here they are, our Nanucosaurus, our little Tyrannosaurid relative, in their nice little desert enclosure. There should be... where are the others? There they are. Yeah, looking nice. There's 3 of them in there. We'll grab... I think number 4 was still in here being tracked, wasn't it? We'll grab number 4. I have real trouble getting away from my need of symmetry. That is quite big, and symmetry does look good in this game, but if you can make something that isn't symmetrical, it's also really helps with how things look. Why is this trying to... Why is that side longer than that side?
Transporting asset.
That's a bit bizarre. There we go. And then in here we can just stick a few a couple of decorative chunks of amber. Since we're next to a desert, we'll go with a nice golden yellow. How does this look? I think that looks... I don't think that looks too bad, actually, and there's no obvious bits sticking through the other structures, and it does almost kind of look like it should be there. I think that's okay. I think that's good. I actually really like that. Excellent. Right, so this area over here is going to be... So what I'm going to do over here is basically make the big aquatic bit. It's basically going to be the thing over here. I'm just going to drop it down so I can get an idea of what that's going to look like.
Asset has been delivered.
Yeah, basically it's going to look... That's going to be like the edge of the aquatic bit. And we're going to dig out some of this mountain here so we can have a sort of back enclosure to it. So for now, I'm just going to leave that there so we sort of know what's going on with it. You alright down there, Leo? Yeah? Good. Let's get another dinosaur species in, and it's going to have to be a herbivore. And I think I'm going to want one on... Let's see. I'm not sure what to do over here. I want this bit sort of raised above the rest of the park still. So maybe we could have the paddock down here for the herbivore. Do something with that. Make an avenue or something. I'm really not sold on all dinosaurs sitting down the same way in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Hopefully they mix it up in the release game. Yeah, I'm thinking the problem with the animations is that we haven't really seen all of what can be done with them yet. I think they're probably still polishing a lot of the animation system. It's probably responsible for the crabbing as well. Sorry, I'm just responding to text message. Neron, you did not miss much apart from our Nanucosaurus being in place now in their desert enclosure. I'm going to save the game here because I'm a bit cautious about stability at the moment. So if it does crash, I want to be able to get it back. I feel like we could have another avenue or something this way. So we need to get path up on this ridge. Suggestion: for the herbivore enclosure, I would quite like us to use some of the some species we don't generally tend to use. I've got quite a lot of species in now. Did you download so many mods it takes ages to load? Well, it's only one specific mod that takes ages to load. It's the plant mod is the one that's responsible for the massive load times. because the file structure is heavy. Instead of just putting them all in one folder, he's given every single plant its own folder, which seems a bit unneeded and unnecessary, but it's the way he's decided to do it. It is a good mod. I just wish that it didn't take so much time. Herman has appeared. They have to add individual placeable trees on Jurassic World 2 release. I'll be very disappointed if they don't do it quite soon. I don't see why you wouldn't. It's a bit strange, I think, that you'd have placeable trees in this game, but not in that game. And that game, they're so... It seems in 2, they're aware of how limited decoration was in this game, so they have actually come up with decoration, but now it's like... individual placeable trees would be kind of part of that, wouldn't it? I actually think that sort of height would work. Maybe one more. Maybe one more. There you go. There. I have no faith in Frontier. Might it be because of Jurassic World Evolution 1? I think a lot of us were quite betrayed with Jurassic World Evolution 1. I mean, it's a great game. Now. It's just a shame it took 2.5 years and a lot of modding to get to that point. But less on the past, I think. As you know, I've had my final say on it with the review, and I am actually looking forward to, as much as I've been one of the biggest sort of pessimists about 2, I am looking forward to it, and I hope that it will be the game that makes me trust Frontier again. But I am going to be as difficult to please as always, so I hope when 2 does come out, you'll all tune into the review and everything. Right. So let's do like a really nice sweeping sort of curved bit up here. Yeah, that's nice. We'll get rid of this up here. So I want people to be able to look down into the herbivore enclosure. Height is a really big thing that people don't tend to use a lot with their parks, I've noticed. And really excessively flat parks look really awful. So just add some verticality, it really helps. Just going to cut back some more of this mountain. Like thus. And then we can stick in a few guest buildings, but let's get the dinosaurs in first. So we don't really need... don't really need a fence on that side. And nor really do we need one on this side. We do need to make it at least look like there's a fence on this side, so that's exactly what that's for there. I haven't watched Best in Slot's video on Chaos Theory. Why would you watch Best in Slot? Just stick to Evo. I'm sure Best in Slot absolutely adores Chaos mode. I have a feeling. Yeah, he got to record a lot more, which I don't know, kind of strikes me as a little unfair to people like Evo and that, who only got 1 hour. And after all the problems that Evo had connecting and everything, I would have thought that they'd have at least considered giving her a little bit extra time, but can we still see bits? We can, and we obviously got that big place there as well, so that's good. Chuck in a rock, just to hide the end of the fence. Same thing over here. Just chuck in a rock, just to hide the end of the fencing. And I think this one we can go for something a little bit more grasslandy. Let's kind of put a river sort of thing going through. Oh, okay. Get rid of my riverbank then. It's a bit unfair. I'm hoping we're going to get some aquatic exhibit attractions in Jurassic World 2. Evolution 2. Be nice to see something. If you don't mind, I shared some pictures of the Norwegian fjords in your DMs in Discord. Excellent, I'll have a look at those after the stream. Right, so let's just getting some rocks down here. And if we lower the intensity just a bit, just to make this look there we go. Maybe too much. Good. I think every games company is going to hold some stuff back. You know, they're not going to reveal all of the game before it comes out, obviously. I think there's certainly things Frontier could have shared with us. A bit more of campaign would have been good to see. Good. The Eddie Carr references are interesting, but get a bit dull. Yeah, I mean, I hope that these really cool animations don't play too often, because I agree they'll get too dull if we see them all of the time. Right, there needs to be plenty of variation. I'm still not convinced about the pack hunting either. I think pack hunting, I don't think is going to be as interesting and as cool as everyone thinks it is. I could be wrong, and I hope I am, but if Frontier have shown anything, it's that sometimes we give them more benefit of the doubt than they're deserving. There we go. Nice. So, ready for our herbivores, and I think we can put a couple of species in here, but we'll make them all low browsing. Would be good if we could actually hide those. Isn't there another one? One, two, oh, there you go. Right. to dinosaurs. Beaver mentioned this in his recent video. The locking on is still there. It's just very subtle, which is obviously way better, but still. Yeah. So we have an awful lot of dinosaurs to pick from. 155. Let's see. I want something with some quite distinctive skins. The Gastonia mod I've got has some quite distinctive skins in it, as does the good old Hesperosaurus. There is also the where is it? It's one of the Ceratopsians. I've got a new model for the Sinoceratops, which apparently improves it. The Stellosaurus looks quite impressive. Memenches, Neuron. I don't think we're at sauropod level yet. Let's see what the new Sinoceratops looks like, because I don't do enough with the Sinoceratops. I never used to use it in the base game because I just didn't like its chonky nature. I always thought it just looked like an obese dinosaur as opposed to a creature that could actually move around. I love the Sinoceratops. I have a park full of them. So. Well, we'll see what they look like with my new mod, won't we, Sarcastic? I think better. Not perfect, but definitely better. Yeah. I think we'll keep them. Now it looks like it was in a famine. Oh well, we can't all be pleased, can we, Neron? I think it's better than obesity. Ooh. Well, that's nice. And it goes with this colour aeration, because this has got the red colour. So that could easily be a female, and that could easily be a male. Like it. Fat shaming a Sinoceratops. Whatever next, so sarcastically. I know, right? We're all terrible, terrible people. This one's a bit dull. Well, I'm just going to release the coastal one. Thank God for the fast incubation mod. Just makes the game so much quicker. Coastal doesn't look that different. No, this one is not coastal, is it? This one doesn't look that much different. The red one has been chosen, says French Toast. So, definitely the red one then. Oh, and our coastal one. Oh god, no. No, no, no. Concavenator for the next paddock, and a pine biome. Concavenator and pine forests. Okay. We can do that.
Adding task. Understood. Setting additional task. Adding to the list.
So we'll go with the red ones for the male. We'll have maybe one of those, and then we'll have the females as the number 2, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll have the females as number 2. Concavenator will be a dinosaur in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Could be. I mean, it's certainly a dinosaur that a lot of people are wanting. But it is strange to me that like no one knew what Concavenator was, and then suddenly everyone now wants Concavenator. Concavenator has become famous like overnight. I think we'll put Concavenator's pine forest over here. And what we'll do is we'll have a I almost feel like we should sort of have a waterside restaurant or something. Don't know. Certainly have the Concavenator pine forest in here, but maybe just like that. Right. A nuke. Oh, I've heard about the new Spinosaurus. I haven't done much reading up on it yet, but I have heard they found some new Spinosaurids, which is pretty cool.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Right, so we need it's just number 2s now, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll make sort of 3 more number 2s.
En route to pick up the asset.
And that will be our Sinoceratops. What are we going to have alongside our Sinoceratops?
Acknowledging asset. Picking up asset. Heading to pick up the asset.
Please, Fletcher, do make sure you use benches for once. Ah.
Transportation underway.
Right, what shall we have next to Sinoceratops? I feel like we need to have something less chunky. Caritho, Dryo, Edmonto, Galleys, maybe. Amalocephalae is a bit small. Lileniasaura, Muscoceratops, Matapara. Any suggestions? Iguanodon, says Neron. Iguanodon we will have then. I have to admit, I always go to coastal. So actually, we'll not do coastal this time. We'll go with the steppe. I actually like this, the steppe one. I feel Herman says French toast. I feel like I know a lot about dinosaurs, but at the same time nothing at all. I can sort of understand what you mean there. Whenever I make going and reading all the information for the Beyond the Park videos, and then some of the scientific stuff in there is so heavy, even for me. Oh, and Herman said iguanodon. Oh, righto. Well, just so reminds me of the Walking with Dinosaurs European iguanodon species. Anyway, we'll give those a chance to pop out. And think about this concavinator exhibit. I feel like I want to give a bit of added depth to there. And then I feel like the concavinator should actually have a viewing gallery. Yeah, I think I actually quite like the idea of the viewing gallery being somewhere like here and maybe buried into the cliffside. Let's get rid of some of this. Put in our viewing gallery about here. Now this path is only to connect the two bits together because we're basically going to hide the whole thing. The new count has been predicted to show 80 plus species consisting of the marine animals. Well, I mean, there's certainly going to be a lot of dinosaurs for us to pick and choose from. It's going to be really difficult for people to decide what they're going to want to use now. And what I need to do is put in some of these guys. Ah, that's a problem. That was too high. Ah, I was misled. Have to try that again. Yes, sorry, I do still have the tendency to go quiet when I'm concentrating. I need to kind of get out of that habit. What height did this need? That would do, but... Right. Now we can just put in some... Ah. No, we can't just put in some. Actually, that's not too... That doesn't look too off. Unusual. Stick some good old trees up there. Hi. That looks fine. More floating rocks. A plateau! Yes. Yeah, I think that looks... oh. Let's... Just realised all of these dinosaurs that need to be tranked.
Request acknowledged. Task received.
So do you think Jurassic World Evolution 2 is going to,
No problem.
herald the end of the path art,
Additional task.
as has been theorized? Because now that we're not going to be able to, the path art quite as easily. Alright, we're gonna have... I have a feeling it could be disabled for Sandbox. So, like, have an instant building mode in Sandbox. Yeah, it is strange how they've done that. It's almost as if they deliberately did it just to stop Evo making path art. Why are you doing this? But path art is amazing. Yes, I mean it's why I won the Battle of the Builders with Pharaoh's Valley. Like, was the path arting I did on that, and it does add something to the park. It really does. So for them to come up with a way of basically destroying it does seem a bit heartless. But then I suspect it's probably because the fence building and path building system runs off a similar sort of method. So it's probably so we don't have the insta-building fence. At least some of the decorations have smaller hitboxes. Let's hope so. And let's hope we actually get some decoration as well. As opposed to little tidbits, which so far is all that we've had. I want some fountains! That's all I want. Give me a fountain, goddammit. Same, the JPOG fountains specifically. Yeah, the JPOG fountains were nice. I really like the JPOG rest area as well. That's a bit much. Yeah, the rest area is pretty nice. Potato Man 456, I'm kind of sad we aren't getting any new viewing attractions. I think we will, I just think they'll be down the line. Because like I said, I'll be very surprised if we don't get anything specific for the aquatics. I just think that at the moment they're just trying to get it into a workable state. If game design is anything at the moment, it's that in the last couple of weeks before the game releases, usually they are all crunching, working really hard to get it ready. I hope they're not crunching, because like it's one of the worst practices in the gaming industry at the moment, but Here's one. Two. That's what we want. Tunnel viewing attractions would be really cool. It's like one of the biggest viewing attractions I miss from this game is the domes from JPOG. The domes are just cool. Save. You know, last half an hour, so we'll finish the concavenator paddock, I think, and then we'll call it there for this evening. I know it's a relatively short, sort of 2-hour thing, but I want to try to make the streams all of a similar length for folks. While I'm moving everything, let me tell you about what's happening this month. So I am going to do something special this month for, obviously, the release of Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'm going to do, or at least try to do, some videos of the parks I have finished. Maybe tour videos for the parks I have finished in one music video, and also do perhaps more detailed park tours in their own videos. So that will also include my Battle of the Builders Park, so keeping an eye out for that. I will also be doing at least 2 more of the Beyond the Parks, so there'll be 2 more episodes of that this month, hopefully. Vice has done another episode of Croc, which will be being uploaded tomorrow. Dane is hoping to do some more Hollow Knight this month as well. And then obviously for Halloween, I will be playing Alien Isolation on the channel, so that you lot can laugh at me getting scared. So that should be fun. If only we could get Evo to play that. Yes, that's cruel, but I would love to see Evo play Alien Isolation. I think she'd enjoy it. Either that or what? Get her to play Five Nights at Freddy's. That would also be quite fun. No problem with quiet audio on that one. No. Won't go too heavily forested with this particular area. Because although it is a... I don't know. Maybe a few more. Just a few more. Yes, a little better. Chuck in some bushes. Chuck in some carnivore feeders. Really heavy on the foliage. It is going to be nice not seeing that horrible lime green everywhere in the second game. So even I think this looks a little bright, and I like bright colours. Draw in... Just go over with some shale just to... Yeah, it's not too bad. Hello, Predator. Right, concavenators. Now, do we go with Leviathan's concavenator? Or do we go with Advanced Operation Genesis's concavenator? Which one do we do with Levi's? Levi's it is. We'll do 3 basic, and then there was a really nice green colour. I think it was the woodland, or was it the steppe? I think it was steppe, actually. Yeah, it really is a really cool looking concavenator. Leviathan did a really good job with it. Which coloration was the steppe? I'm hoping it was the green. It wasn't, by the looks of it. Difficult to tell because the shadow. Oh no, it was. That's... Oh, it's the greenish blue. Oh, yeah, no, that's brilliant. I like that one. Yeah, we'll stick with those. Yes, Leviathan has made some really beautiful skins. I feel like we need some more pine redwoods here. Just to make it really clear that this is like the borderline of the forest where the concavenators are. There's some flowers in here. We've got some decorations of some sort we could use. Maybe some dinosaur skeletons hidden in the undergrowth. Just for a bit of ambience. Maybe an old engine truck or two. Nah. We could use some rocks. Rocks make everything look better. I am in full agreement with Evo on this one. A good rock does help. Ambience, that dino escaped and died feeling. No, it's not. It's not that dino escaped and died feeling. Don't know what you're talking about. Actually going to do is since he's going to kill me if I don't put any of them in. There we go, Herman. You happy? We've got some benches in here. We do have benches, so you can just stick a few light pyramids in. Yeah, it's looking nice. And then this one we can use a different type of tree or lower trees to line that avenue. This one we'll leave open. Need to make use of some more of these trees. Right, let's get those concavenators. Oh yes, sit right next to a rotting corpse of a dino. It's a fake rotting corpse of a dino. It's not a real one.
Confirmed. Acknowledged.
One hopes.
Adding task.
I don't know, I'm trying to make nice decorations and I'm being accused of doing all sorts of terribly illegal things. It's just not, it's not very fair. I'm innocent, I say. More or less. Sinking with sarcastic twice this week. Now you can really feel the dinosaur that escaped and died while sitting down after taking the 10-meter stroll in the park. It's more this incredibly long river, incredibly long bridge. You definitely need, I think, some seating. I think along this. It's enormous. I mean, you've got seating at this end with the Spinosaurus skeletons. Besides, a fitness fanatic bridge. I like it. The fitness fanatic bridge. If only it was a bridge. Ah, these guys are in. Looking good. Our Sinoceratops and friendly iguanodons. Let's get the new concavenators in. Oh, they've all ended up in a one single mass.
Asset to be collected.
Power walk across that and then have a nice rest next to the corpse.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Ah, look, you wait till JWE1 2. I'm gonna have fun coming up with different designs of color schemes for my buildings. I can tell you.
Picking up asset.
Black and lime green. We're gonna go full razor with the park.
Asset requiring collection. Asset collection request received. Transit has commenced.
Have you been to Sri Lanka where the bridges are of no reason massive? It's a spooky month. You're on point. Yeah, exactly. Spooky month. It makes sense to have some skeletons and everything. Yeah, that's gonna be. That's my excuse. It makes sense. It's Halloweeny season. Ooh. Sounds like the fire alarm is going off. I'm gonna guess that someone has just spilled something downstairs on the oven. Oh dear.
Asset has been.
Dude, you're scared. I apologize sarcastically. It should stop shortly.
Transportation complete.
There we go. Literally just as I went to turn down my audio input capture, it turned off. And our concavenators are in.
Confirming asset delivery.
Maybe could have done with a few more trees, but too many trees would, I think, make it
Asset transported.
too dark.
Asset delivered.
So yeah, I'm happy with that. It was a good one, Fletcher. Might as well give out your credit card info as you're about to die. Peter comes, why is there a skeleton near the benches? Fletcher, they are fake. Peter, but it sends a message to the public that dinosaurs killing is good. Fletcher rolls his eyes. Neron, you know me too well. You know exactly that I would roll my eyes at someone saying that. I'm concerned. He knows too much. Kill him. Kill him. Needs to be stopped. I actually might start the construction of this area. And just figuring out how this is going to end up looking.
Asset transportation in progress.
Asset transportation in progress. Get to the asset. Okay. That's I'm gonna have to cut a lot of mountain away, I think, to get this to work. What I am going to do is only use... I'm not going to mess around. The problem with the fence that comes with this is that it's a very nice fence, but you end up placing so many assets. So it's just easier to use normal fencing. And cheaper on, in terms of hardware as well. That one or that one? I suppose it makes sense for it to be that one, really, doesn't it? Yeah. I now have a very heavy cat on my lap. I hope you're happy. I'm not sitting correctly. If you own a cat, you have to accept that eventually that cat is going to want to sit on your lap and not move forever. But you have responsibility to be the cat's seating arrangement.
Asset transportation complete.
Literally just figuring out how this is going to look right now. That's enormous! Oh, that looks really weird. That's huge. Why is that so big? It's not scaled in proportion to that at all. You have to figure that out. Yeah, okay. Bob is the greatest name for a cat. Why aren't I so creative, says Neron. We had Tom, Jerry, and Spike when I was for my cat's names, which is also not that creative. These guys sat on the edge. Can definitely have Biplorodon, I think. Where were we? 10 to 6. Yeah, I think I think this is a good place to stop it actually. Before we get any too, because like I don't have time to make another enclosure, and I can get some simple stuff done before the next one. So I'm going to stop it here for this evening, folks. Thank you for joining me, and I am going to be continuing this next Sunday. And I will fill in some more bits while I'm away. Don't forget all the stuff that's going on this month, and I have pre-ordered Jurassic World Evolution 2, and on the 9th I have the day off work, so I will be streaming Jurassic World Evolution 2 throughout the day on the 9th, so I hope folks would join in with that at least at some point as well. But for now, thank you folks, Sarcastic, Herman, Neron, Blueburb, so many other people who have joined in, and until next time, goodbye.